So, I hope you enjoyed that rather catty intro. There are a few things I want to talk to you about today. The first thing is the Marvel Zombie series. The second is the gameplay we see. And the third is the future of the channel and what have I planned so far. So, let's get going. So, Marvel Zombies. Is it good or is it bad? Let's find out. The story is this. A virus comes to Earth and starts infecting people. But, due to the powers of the metahumans devours other non-super powered humans before they can actually get properly infected. However, this is not the user zombies, as the heroes keep their intelligence and their personality. Instead, the story focuses on something called the hunger. The hunger is described as an immense feeling, actually forcing the heroes to feed on others that are non-infected. During this period, they actually lose almost all of their intelligence and personality, making them more or less like zombies. However, when they are full and satisfied, they actually regain most of their intelligence and most of their personalities. Some of the heroes also regain their consciousness, making them feel guilt and shame over their actions. This is actually seen most in Spider-Man, as he mourns that he ate both his aunt and his wife. However, the story revolves so much about their hunger, it actually gets quite tedious after a while, as it's always talking about this extreme hunger and the need for new flesh. So, you can actually get pretty sick of this always constant moaning about the hunger. But, let's move on to different points. I do find the graphic design pretty appealing in the book, and the overall story that there is no real happy ending, I find that amusing as well. But the story gets quite tedious after a while, especially when they gain these cosmic powers and start devouring the entire universe within 50-60 years. So, would I recommend you buying this comic series? No, not really. I think it still deserves a 5 out of 10 because it was somewhat a good reading. But let's move on to gameplay. So, I'm just here boarding up a door, like a carpenter. So, the game is called No More Room in Hell, and it revolves around the Romero universe, with the slow walking zombies and such. However, there are some running children in this, and if you watch some of the Romero movies, you will see where the running children are from. It's actually from Dawn of the Dead, the first Dawn of the Dead, not a remake. The gameplay is pretty good. There are some bugs though, but that is expected, as the game is in early development. Before I forget that, I will put a link in the description box below, so you can try out the game for yourself. You'll actually see me roast some zombies here. However, they always start to run when they are caught on fire. I actually don't know why, but it's quite annoying, as I tend to get killed when they run. So, watch out for that. Don't put it on fire unless you're ready to shoot them. But, let's talk more about the gameplay. The game tends to get quite slow sometimes, and that can be expected because of the slow nature of the zombies and also because of the low ammo count on the maps. Though the game still gets this slow feeling from time to time, and that's a downside to it. Still, I find this game fun, so I would actually recommend you to try it out. Do that. So, let's move on to the last thing. The last thing I want to talk about is the channel. I have one video series in mind, and that is the general strategy for first-person shooter games. And I've already released a video on it, and that is what type of weapon you should choose in regards to your aim level. And I do hope I will get better at talking into mic, as I tend to use the word however, but, and quite often. So, I think that's all I have to say at this moment, and I will let you enjoy this end of this gameplay. So, don't do drugs, pet your cat, count your macros, and until next time, try out No More Room in Hell.
Ja. Det ser ut som du skulle klara det.